Hello, hello. We are joined by Joel Veach, the director of American Muscle. And that movie will be premiering in the CineQuest Film Festival tomorrow. Do you know what time?
Tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. at the California Theater.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if you want to catch that, make sure to check out cinequest.com.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do that, and you'll be able to check this out. We're going to talk about the movie right now. I guess my first question would be, there are a lot of cigarettes being smoked in the movie. Were they real cigarettes?
They were real cigarettes, yeah.
How many packs did you go through?
I mean, the lead actor, David Thompson plays this character, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
He got really into character. I don't think he smoked before the role. He like, and then I remember he went out and he said, because the character smokes. I said, I mean, you don't have to smoke real cigarettes. We can get you fake cigarettes. He went out and he started buying like Lucky Strikes, which are a rough cig to smoke. Like,
yeah.
Not easy. I don't know how many packs he went through, but I do know that he quit afterwards.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah. He smoked a lot though. He smoked a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Was that like an expensive thing to have to?
We didn't pay for it. I would have paid for the fake ones. Yeah, no problem. But he just went and getting into character. You know?
Yeah.
It's an auto mechanic. He's like in the middle of the desert, and he's just kind of
a little grimy.
Yeah, a little grimy.
Yeah. Another big thing in the movie, or I guess like fate is like the big.
Big questions of that.
Yeah. Do you really believe in fate, or fate? Yeah. Really, any of those?
I don't know. I mean, I think that's part of the reason why I wanted to explore it a little bit in the film was just this idea of, are we in control? Are we not in control? And especially with in the film, it's these siblings, they kind of inherit the sins of the father and the father's father. So there's all this, this idea of generational like violence and trauma kind of trickling down. And I don't know. Yeah. Is it fate? Is it just bad luck? Is it, I don't know. Do I believe in it? I don't know. It's tough. Hard not to sometimes, I guess,
That's true.
But
is that like what your thought process was going into the writing process? Just like how to describe it?
Actually that, because there's a scene in the film where there's this tarot reader gets posed a question, and it does play a part in it where she pulls these cards and they're kind of telling for these people. Won't give it away, but it wasn't actually. When I started writing it as a play years ago when I was living in New York City, and then I only got halfway through it, and then for the last 3 years I tried to get a film off the ground and couldn't get the financing for it, so I kind of had to pivot and decided that I needed to make something smaller, more contained, something that wouldn't cost any money. And so I picked up this play that I'd written. I'd only written half of it. So when I kind of started finishing it and exploring more of the family themes and, like I said, this kind of generational cycles of violence, and trauma, I was thinking more and more about that idea of I don't know, fate, if things are kind of literally in the cards.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably more when I started writing it that those themes started to kind of pop out a bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first movie you've directed, right?
Yeah. So this is the first one I've written and directed. A few years ago, I wrote a film called Old Man that this great director, Lucky McKee, directed. Stephen Lang starred in it. Mm-hmm. And that was my first kind of, exposure to, feature films. And I was on set. We filmed that at the height of COVID, pre-vaccine, January 21. So it was a very weird time to make a movie, but definitely inspired me to want to direct. I'd never directed really before that, so it was very inspiring. But this is the first one I've written and directed. Yeah.
What would you say is your, I guess, directing philosophy?
Hire great crew and cast great actors. Yeah. I mean, it's especially on low budget, ultra low budget indies, you need people that are really good at what they do. Department heads, cinematographer, your assistant director, your production designer. You want people that really know what they do. That they help a great deal. Having a great producer, my producer is in Italy right now directing his first film, but his name's Nathan Crooker. He was you need one of them too. So, but I cast great crew, great producer, and like casting great actors. So the actors I got were like incredible. Like I know you saw, but like I think the performances are just awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of actors, actually on Old Man, you worked with Leona Wright Mark.
Yeah.
Is that what made you, like, her performance in that one made you want to cast her?
Yeah. She was so good. It's funny when that role in Old Man, the director Lucky McKee, we had trouble casting this one role, and we couldn't find anybody. And then finally, he just asked for like just throw a bunch of headshots down, pictures of who I can. He picked her. You know, just like saw that she's got these really, you know, magnetic kind of soulful eyes. You know, they're like silent movie star eyes, and she's incredibly talented. So, yeah, it was a no-brainer. I thought she'd be great for Maggie. And then in the Small World department, David, who plays her brother, they're both from the same small town in Westchester in New York.
Wow. They
didn't know each other, but they went to like rival high schools. And they ended up playing siblings, so that was a very weird connection as well. But yeah, no, she's amazing, and she's so good in the movie too. So
yeah. So in your casting, are you looking for like people who have like a unique look that will like make people really look at the screen? Yeah,
and then just like they're just knowing that they're capable of like doing a good job and caring about it and like putting in the work. You know, David has been who plays Ray, the lead in it. He's been working forever. He was in a movie called Blue Ruin. Green Room. He was in a movie that was at Sundance a couple of years ago called It's What's Inside, that sold for a ton of money and was on sold to Netflix for a lot. And he's just a solid actor. And then Brendan and Banga, the guys that play the debt collectors.
Oh yeah.
They're like, I mean, they've been working for years. I mean, I don't know if you ever seen The Wire? It's on HBO. It was a show that
Never actually watched it.
Yeah. It came out a long time. It came out. I'm dating myself. It came out when I was in college, and it was like, you know, required viewing. It was just the acting was so great, the storytelling was so great. And Benga, who's one of the debt collectors, he was in 3 seasons of The Wire. Brilliant actor, incredible. So, yeah, I mean, you're looking just for actors that are good, that you don't have to worry about it, because especially when you're making like a low budget indie. We shot the film in 12 days, so like you really don't have a lot of time, you know.
Yeah. There's not that many actors on the film, I guess.
Yeah, no, there's, you know, I don't know, probably 8 or 9 roles. Yeah, there's not that many, but
really concise.
Yeah, but you need them. They need to be like on point. So I got really lucky by having really good actors. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like everyone played everyone's characters are very strongly defined.
Yeah. It's a very character-driven like piece. I think it's like, I mean, it started out as a play, but yeah, I'd like to, you know, I hope audiences take that away from it, that it's a pretty, you know, intense neo-noir kind of crime film, character-driven.
Yeah. Actually, when I was looking at the title, I was like, American Muscle, I was expecting a lot more like muscle cars, I guess.
Yeah.
But how did you determine the meaning of American Muscle?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, you know, the majority of it takes place in an auto shop, right? So I was thinking, like, and then like there's a V8 like big block engine in there that is a part of it. So that part of the auto, like, you know, muscle car V8 engine. But then there's that other there's a line in it in the film where Ray, the main character, is talking about some advice his dad gave him about American Muscle, and the other part of that is like this kind of it's a take on this idea that you've got to be strong, right? This like weird masculinity thing where if you're not strong, if you're weak, like, you know, life could be really difficult for you. And I think sometimes if young people hear that, or if kids hear that, or if they're taught like that, it can really trigger a bad reaction in them, you know. Especially, I mean, like in today's world, you see a lot of these young people that I think struggle a lot with that. So that was kind of a part of it too, is that I think the main character was told his whole life that you've got to be strong. You know, his dad called it American Muscle, and like without it, life would crush you. And I think like he probably tried to be I don't want to give anything away, but he probably tried to be something he wasn't. And it can backfire, I think, sometimes when you that idea of that masculinity, that you know,
like being macho.
Just like. Yeah, it can have a bad effect, I think, on young people, especially young men.
Yeah. Are you like into? Well, this is kind of off topic, but are you into like cars and everything?
I mean, I appreciate cars. I like cars. My dad loves cars. My brother loves cars. You know, I never really like grew up in an auto shop or around them. But my dad had. My brother loves muscle cars. He's got a '66 GTO that he loves.
Yeah.
So I appreciate them. Yeah, I love them. But I was never really like, I don't know too much about them per se. Yeah.
And then when we were walking over, you're saying you grew up in San Francisco, like Bay Area.
Yeah, I grew up in San Bruno.
Did that have any influence on like this film or any of your previous work?
Yeah, it's a good question. No, I actually, my mother grew up in Kern County, which is where it takes place. So like just outside of Bakersfield, and there's a town there called Lake Isabella, and it's like kind of where this takes place, and that had a big influence on me. A lot of what I write has a bit that area. It's like high desert, big beautiful mountains, but like so it's beautiful surroundings, but like pretty poor. A lot of poverty. Good people, but just kind of hard lives, and that's kind of where Ray and Maggie, these two characters, come in.
Yeah, it's a very small town. Like everyone knows each other.
Yeah, everyone knows each other. It's a small town. They're yes, exactly, and you kind of see that in the film too. Like everyone knows each other's business, and yeah.
I guess, how long have you been in like the film or theater industry?
Yeah, I mean, in some capacity, like my adult life, my entire adult life. I'm 43, so I think I moved to New York as when I was in like 22 to be an actor, and I really wanted to do that, and I studied there and did a couple things, and then I veered off this way and that way and tried a bunch of different other things, but I was always like writing. I always loved writing. I always loved theater. Sam Shepard was a big influence on me. It's a big influence on this film, but I'd always loved writing, and then I probably started really seriously writing screenplays like, I don't know, 12 years ago, maybe 13 years ago. Hold on. Yeah. Around 31. And then, like anything, films are so hard to make. They're so hard to make. And when you write a script, they're just so hard to get off the ground that it took a long time to get to Old Man. Yeah. Which kind of opened up some doors for me and introduced me to some people that allowed me to like kind of make this new, my first feature.
Yeah, and you mentioned like earlier, this is like a years-long process, and you didn't even think it would be a film at first.
Yeah, no.
It's going to be a play.
Yeah.
Have you done any other like plays or anything?
I mean, Old Man was a play too. I mean, Old Man was the same thing. Like I tried to get another film going and couldn't get the financing, and I'd written a play when I wrote Old Man when I was like 22 when I first moved to New York City.
Yeah.
And 15 years later, picked it up and like adapted it into a screenplay, and these people kind of ran with it, and it was a really cool experience. But yeah, it's just it's a really hard, filmmaking and independent filmmaking is a very difficult, mountain to climb for sure.
And then I feel like a while ago people used to care a lot about like Rotten Tomatoes, but now Letterboxd is the main thing. Do you have like a Letterboxd?
I don't have I don't have a personal one, but I do know that that's kind of the new normal now, is that a lot of people go to Letterboxd. I don't have one, no. Do I need to get one? Do you have one?
I have one, yeah. I reviewed your movie on there.
Did you?
Yeah, I gave it a 4.
All right, good, thanks.
It's out of 5, yeah.
All right, great.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take a 4, that's great.
Yeah, I think it was a very nice movie. I liked that it was very, like, to the point.
Yeah. There's not a lot of it's an 81-minute movie, man. There's not a lot.
Yeah.
It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty quick.
Yeah. Really, there's no, how do you say? There's no lag.
There's no lag in it. No.
Just go.
Yeah.
But do you care about like reviews and stuff like that?
I try not. Yeah, I mean, not really. It's hard not to read them. I'll tell you a funny story. I remember when we did Old Man. I remember we were in LA and the first like 4 reviews came out on Rotten Tomatoes and they were all really good.
Yeah.
And I was flying to El Paso to go see the movie at a film festival, and I was like, oh man, this is it. I'm gonna get phone calls from agents and managers.
Yeah.
And by the time I landed, so we had like 4 good ones. It was like 100%. By the time we landed in El Paso, there was like 8 bad reviews.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. I was like praying that no one had seen it foolishly. I was like, oh my God. And then equaled out and it balanced out. But I remember like someone told me something that was really good. It was like, if you live for their praise, you'll die by their criticism. And I think that artists and creative people don't like.
I don't know what's going on outside.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. We got some moving stuff around.
Yeah. We can close that. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I think that creative people and like artists you don't make things for what an audience you're not making it for like an audience. Really, you're making it for you. Painters don't sit down and paint because they think it's going to find an audience. They're doing it because they need to like express themselves or try to understand themselves better in this world. And so I think that, a long-winded way of just saying like I'm aware of it, but it's really, I love the film. I'm really proud of it. So
yeah, it's like you make it to see your vision come true. Yeah,
and it's like it's important to me, and I think that like the things that I was interested in pursuing and exploring, I think I think we accomplished with it. I think it's a really great film. I'm really proud of it. So
yeah. And then I guess we'll ask the letterbox question. What's your top 4 favorite films?
Whoa, top 4 favorite films. Wow, you did ask me the letterbox question.
Yeah.
Top 4 favorite. I mean, Goodfellas has got to be in there. The Shining's got to be in there. Blue Velvet's got to be in there, and we'll go No Country for Old Men.
A lot of classics.
Yeah, a lot of classics. Although Lynch, the Coen brothers, Scorsese. I mean, I love those guys. So I love those filmmakers.
Yeah, I guess I can see a lot of parallels to No Country for Old Men. And American Muscle.
Yeah, the Coens are a big influence because I think I love their noir films like Fargo and Blood Simple. Which is a lot tonally, I think, more in line with like American Muscle. But yeah, the Coens are a big influence too.
A lot of drama, a lot of thrilling, suspenseful stuff.
Morally questionable characters, they're all morally compromised.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch this movie, it's like insane. Yeah,
it's. I was always interested too in like ordinary people finding themselves in these really extraordinary situations because they're, under pressure or desperate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like people make very questionable decisions from that point.
Yeah.
But we're all I think sometimes when people are like, I would have never done that. I'm like,
if you're in the situation.
Yeah, maybe you would have. I don't know. Like, I think good people can make some very bad decisions if they're under enough pressure, I think.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then, I guess, let's talk more about the actual film festival.
Yeah.
Are you excited to see any of the films on the lineup?
Yeah, I'm excited to see Party USA a lot. I've been talking to Jared, the director of that, and I'm really excited to see that. The Novel, my buddy Kellen directed a film. Really excited to see that. That's been the best part about the festival, is just meeting new filmmakers and hearing them talk about their films. And all of us have made these kind of low budget, ultra low budget movies. So there's some solidarity in this kind of in the struggle. You know what I mean? But yeah, Jared Sprouse at Party USA, he's got a movie. Party USA it looks great, and The Novel by Kellen Gibbs looks fantastic. So excited for that.
Is there anyone that you met at the festival you want to work with in the future?
Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to work with those guys. Kellen's got an actor named Caprice who I met the other day, who's in The Novel. Really interesting guy. But yeah, I would love to work with all of them. Jared and I were talking about the director of Party USA. He filmed his movie in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm kind of investigating maybe shooting my next one in Georgia. So just chatting with him, and I'm sure he'd be a person I'd love to work with if I'm actually there.
Yeah. Where did you shoot this one? New York? Or?
We filmed it in Santa Clarita, so 30 miles north of LA.
I see.
Yeah. You got to keep it. When you have no money, it's hard because you have to keep it within the 30-mile zone in LA, which means anything past 30 miles, you've got to put people up, you've got to pay for their gas, you've got to,
Yeah.
So if you keep it within that 30-mile zone, everybody can kind of come to work and go back home, sleep in their own beds. So in Santa Clarita, it's right under there.
Makes it a lot simpler.
Makes it a lot simpler, and it cuts the costs a lot because putting people up in hotels is like
It's
a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah, just planes and everything.
You gotta fly them out. You gotta put them up. Yeah, it's expensive. The
Yeah.
costs add up for sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then, how did you? I don't understand how it works. Like, how does CineQuest like pick which movies to?
I don't know. I don't. Other than I would say that we just got very lucky. I don't know. You know, you make a film, you submit it.
Oh, you have to submit it.
Yeah, you submit it. So like, there's a website that has a lot of film festivals all over the world, and you pick festivals that you want to submit to. And I really wanted to play Cynical. I'm so grateful that we got accepted and that they want us to play, because I'm from the Bay Area, so like friends and family are going to be there. But I don't know. You know, you've got to get. I think there's just a bit of luck, because the truth is there are thousands of submissions. Like thousands of feature films get submitted to these festivals for, you know, I don't know. I think there's 260 films total maybe this year, but like 48 features or something like that. So I don't know. I really don't know. But a bit of luck, and hopefully you made something that you're, you know, that connected with a programmer, that they saw it and they were like, oh, this seems interesting. So.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'll have to ask I'll have to ask Michael, the head at CineQuest.
Yeah. Are you excited for the premiere tomorrow?
I'm super excited. Yeah, I'm really I'm excited that, like I said, family and friends and some of my actors are going to be up here, and I mean and the theater's incredible. Have you ever seen anything over there at the California?
California? No, I've walked past it, but I've never been inside, I guess.
It's incredible. Like, I saw a film there a couple nights ago called Caroline that premiered at Toronto in September, and like it was so cool just to be in that theater. I mean, it is huge. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like you get there and you see a film and in a theater the way it's supposed to be seen, and it's exciting when like the lights go down and the screen comes up and you're, you know. Do you watch a lot of movies? I mean, do you go? I put it this way: do you go to the theater?
I guess. I mean, I've been trying to watch more movies as of late.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, I'm trying to catch up on like old stuff.
Yeah.
So I just gotta watch it at home. But I've been trying to go to more theaters. What was the last movie I saw in a theater? I can't really think.
It's hard though, right? Like that's what I mean. Like
yeah,
I
it's
feel
been
like
a while.
Yeah, and I feel like you're a lot younger than I am. It's hard because it's just even like generationally, it's difficult to kind of like when I was a kid growing up. When I was a kid, just that was what you did. You know?
Yeah.
And there were no iPads or anything like that, or there was no streaming.
Yeah.
So which has made it easier for everybody to watch things, but yeah, there's nothing like seeing a film in a theater. There's nothing like it, and like you've seen my film, I'm excited to like be in like an intimate setting and watch people's reactions to a couple of points in particular. But yeah, I'm excited to check it out. Yeah, really excited.
All right. Is there anything else you want to shout out? Anyone in the crew? Anything?
No, just everyone's really wonderful in the film. If you're a fan of film and you want to check out, in my humble opinion, a good one, come see American Muscle. Yeah, it's great. Tomorrow, 11:30 at the California Theater. Like I said, it's 81 minutes. It's quick, but it's a lot of fun. It packs a punch.
Yeah. Are you gonna like go up at the end of the film and like just talk?
Yeah. I think they do 10 to 15 minute like Q&As after all the features that premiere there. So. Yeah, we'll talk about it for 10, 15 minutes and then, you know, go about the day. But then we have 2 other screenings later in the week, but tomorrow's kind of the big one. So, yeah. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Well, good luck with everything there, and congrats on having your movie premiere tomorrow.
Thank you.
And once again, we've been joined by Joel Veach, the director of American Muscle, and you can check out his film tomorrow at CineQuest, or on Cine. You can find tickets on CineQuest. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Joel, for coming in.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we'll get back to the music now. Bye-bye.